All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to do clutch plates on '06 YZ125. That's the clutch kit. Comes with springs. These and these, got them soaking in some engine oil. So what you're gonna need is an Allen wrench to take off your back brake, and then you're gonna want to take this off. If you need a new gasket, make sure you order that, but I'm gonna try and reuse this old one.
There might be a washer behind it.
Make sure you set that back in there correctly. Next, we're gonna take the 8mm, take these all off. Make sure you know which ones are the long ones and which are the short ones, and you put them back in correctly. There we go. Go ahead and set that right there. And then we're gonna take, I believe it's a 10, and then we're gonna take off these. These hold the springs in that, so we're gonna take those off now. Okay, so for this part, I would definitely recommend gloves because you're going to be touching oil. See, I did it where I'm not going to be touching or draining the oil, so there's still going to be oil in the actual engine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take each piece out, screw, washer, and then you're going to have the spring. That's it. Now you want to pull them out and put them down here the same way that you get them out from. You want to feel for grooves in the basket. See if you can get in there. See, there's grooves right there. You can file them down, but the grooves are not good. Always start with a clutch plate. It'll just fit right in. And then you'll want to grab your friction plate and go back and forth. You're always going to end in a clutch plate. If you end in this, you did something wrong. Always going to end in this. Make sure everything's good. This back on. We're going to get our new springs. Drop our new springs in there. Always tighten your bolts in a cross pattern. Now we're going to want to put the gasket on, and there's a little line-up thing right here that lines up perfectly with the gasket so it doesn't get pinched. And just make sure you're watching out for your back brake spring and everything, and make sure that all your bolts are lined up. See, I just left mine in so I could just lift it and go, so it'll be easy. All right, the cover's on, and now we're good. Now we're gonna make sure that all the gear shifts and everything works on the bike. So now we're gonna be installing the lights. So I got some 6-inch light bars off Amazon. I got brake light, like LED strips that stick to the back. The light bars came with 2 lights, brackets, all of that. And then I got a little battery charger and the cord, and I will be splicing all of this together and into this bike. So I'll show you how to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the light, I'm gonna have the brackets lined up, and I'm gonna put 2 dots with the Sharpie so I can drill it out easier. And now we're gonna drill a little bit. That's about that size. That'll work perfect. The next light we're gonna install into the fender, so I put it up there and fits kind of tight. Then we're just gonna go ahead and mark it out and drill the holes again. Got them marked up. I already drilled out the hole for the cord right there. Now I got a smaller one, so let's do that. Go ahead and just screw it in. I do both sides. All bolted on now. Good to go. So now we're gonna take our battery, and these are the cords the battery comes with. So you're gonna wanna cut off both of these, and you're gonna wanna expose both black and red wires. So we're gonna have it like this. We're gonna have both those wires out, black and red, and you gotta make sure you pay attention to the colors of the wires this whole time, or else you can mess everything up. So next we're gonna go ahead and take the seat off of the bike, and we're gonna go find a spot for the brake lights so we can drill it through and then run it through the seat and then up to the front, because we're gonna have the battery running through the number plate. I'm gonna run it like this, and then I'm gonna drill a hole right here for the cord to go through there, through the airbox, under the gas tank, and up to the battery up front. So I drilled my holes. Now I'm gonna put my brake through it, and I'll show you guys when I'm done with that. So what I do is I run the wire through first, and then I'll probably stick them so then I can find out exactly how I want them. So that's how I'm gonna sit them. And we're gonna take both of our cords, run them through here. I usually electrical tape them. I'll run them through the frame. Now we're gonna take everything, our light from up here, our light from down here, our brake lights, our light to our battery, and these are just extra lights that are extra cord that I'm gonna add to these lights so that it's long enough to reach the battery. And we're gonna splice everything together, and we're gonna do brown as black on this one and yellow as red, since these ones are different colors, but they work. And so now I have everything spliced together, and I'm gonna tape it. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and test it. Plug it in, and we have light.